Okay, well, a few years ago, Dave and myself, who's a mate of mine, we were approached by the local provincial hospital to see if we can't raise some funds for them through a golf day, which we did. We raised quite a bit of money. So we did it again the following year, did another golf event, okay, and in total we raised close to R1 million for the provincial hospital. And then we wanted to do something different, so we decided that we were going to do a record, set a South African record for the most golf played in 12 hours, non-stop. And that was for the local home-based care program, to see if we can't get the carers all through training. And we raised about 460,000 rand for that. And then we were going to do it again the following year to see if we could better the record, and we procrastinated, and then we thought about other things that we could do rather than just golf, because we'd done 3 golf events, we wanted to do something different. So we talked about possibly doing, you know, around the coast of South Africa on jet skis, but we found that had been done, or kayaking, or something different, something totally different. No, not swimming. Timothy Sharks.
Yeah. Mossel Bay. How long was it? Well, like 200 meters.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I said to him, well, I'd like to do a bike trip. He was considering doing it on a quad bike. But I've had this idea for about 3 years now. I'd like to do a bike trip for charity, because I enjoy my bike, obviously, and I enjoy riding. So I was up here one day with Paul. I think we're having a braai, or we'd been out to the beach or something, and had a couple of drinks, and I said to him, you know, I've got this idea about doing a trip. I'd love to do a trip from Cape Town to London. And sort of his ears pricked up a bit, and he said, well, for what? And I said, I'd like to do it for charity, to raise some money for a deserving charity, or deserving charities. And he said, well, why don't we do it there and back? He says, everybody does Cape to Cairo, which is a common thing. Yeah. You know, hundreds of people have done Cape to Cairo. Yeah. But nobody's done it to London, as far as I'm aware, and back again. So up the east coast of Africa and down the west coast. So that was how the seed was germinated. As always, over a few drinks and a braai. And from there it sort of escalated, and Paul, I mean, I must admit, Paul's sort of taken up the mantle in a big way, and he's put a lot of time and effort into it, and fair play to him for doing it. So now we're set to go.
Well, nearly.
Well,
another 7 months of
planning.
Hard graft.
Yeah. But we know that we're now in the process of organising it, and I've got three. Really, I've only got sort of 3 main objectives that I want to achieve out of it. Firstly, I want to raise a lot of money for the 2 charities that we're doing it for, Tusk and Hope for Children.
Yeah.
Both great charities, do fantastic work here and in Europe with Hope, and Tusk does it predominantly in Africa.
We actually want to show. We want to show what these charities actually do. Most of the time, you go to the website, you look on there, some photos and some little vids, and that's basically all you see, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
But we actually want to check what these people, who they are, what they're doing, and the impact they're having on the local communities, and actually speak to local communities. Yeah,
that's the second objective, really, is to highlight the great work that these two charities are doing. And thirdly, the third objective is for us all to come back safe and sound and healthy. So they're really the 3 objectives that I have for the trip. And that's it, really. I mean, you know, I'd like to raise R1 million for each charity, and if we can do that, I'll be happy. And if we can do more than that, even happier. Yeah. But I think it's to highlight and to optimise their exposure. You know, if a trip's going to take 7 months or 6 months, that it's in people's thoughts for 6 months, which is, I think, it's exceptional. It's something that doesn't really happen too often for them. They'll have an event, and then they may be in the newspapers for 2 or 3 days, and then it tends to get forgotten about, and the poor guys carry on working. Whereas for 6 months, and then thereafter, if we can do a decent docu-type film, we can produce that, and that could be for another 2 years. The 2 charities could be highlighted. So to me, that's a big thing.
Stars.
I'm not worried about being a film star, but I'd like, you know, it's for the charities.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. It's for them.